Hello everyone.
ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ? ಇಯರ್ಫೋನ್ ಬೇಕಾ? ಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ತರಲ್ಲ? ಕೇಳಿಸಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್
Hello everyone.
ಇಯರ್ಫೋನ್ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ಇಯರ್ಫೋನ್
ಯಾರ್ದದು ಬರ್ತಿರೋದು?
ಈಗ Hello everyone. ನಂದ voice noise.
ಯಾರ್ದು ಬರ್ತಿರೋದು?
ಅದು ಲೈವ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಲೈವ್ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ, ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಯರ್ಫೋನ್.
Yeah, let's start taking you. I'll be taking class training about adaptability and in that subtopic is flexibility. So let me introduce myself first. I'm Kumari, and today I'll be your trainer. So our topic is adaptability, as you say. I hope you prepared, and we'll be learning about this one. What adaptability is, what is flexibility, and characteristics of abilities of a flexible person. What are the advantages of an adaptable person, and how you can learn from your experiences, and how you can manage things using adaptability and flexibility. Okay, define adaptability. Firstly, what adaptable means is that a person who is ready to bend towards the circumstances, as in the person who has the ability to change to fit altered circumstances. That kind of person is called as adaptable. One who can, change according to the uh, given challenge, and face it with renewed abilities. Such kind of person is called an adaptable person, and this one, that ability is called as adaptability. Suppose, an adaptable person should be open to new ideas and changes, must be able to work independently or in teams and carry out tasks that are not intended for one person only. So, when there is an employee, and he's supposed to work for a company, at that time, you can't expect, you can't expect not adaptable. Things always keeps changing. Things always keep supposed to have and finish the work and everything. Employees, suppose there is a person who is, suppose there is a person who is, okay, okay, let's say there is a person who is running a company. What kind think he has very limited resources. At that time, he'll go for employees who can do multiple tasks, and even though the employees who are less skilled, but they are ready to adapt to the new circumstances and situations. They are ready to take more and more work. Such kind of people are actually adaptable in nature. So adaptability is exactly opposite of what I explain. What do you think? Sitting in the comfort zone.
ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ತಾನೆ.
Okay. Importance of now we'll see importance of Now we shall see now we shall see importance of ability in the workplace. Multiple tasks and who are ready to change according to the situations. So when you're adaptable in nature, you're going to crack the interview easily. So it is one of the most seeked skill in the corporate world. Fit in culture. What does fit in culture means? Okay, I'll give you an example. Suppose there's a company which works on three programming languages in a certain way, and two programming languages in some other way, like you work in a different way and they work in different say platforms. Although you people are your two languages are used in the company where it works on different projects on different platforms. At this time you should be able to adapt to the different platform which programming skills, so that you can this will continue the project of the company which is working on a different platform. Suppose in Java programming language, if you see platforms like you work on now you should change you should change yourself so that you can work uh, on the platform of NetBeans by using Java, because Java is a universal language where it can't be changed, the codes can't be changed. This is a kind of adaptability. This is called as fit in culture. Uh, now this is just one example of programming. Suppose they have different kinds of a different work culture. Ready to work from 9 to 6. If they work from 7 to 4, you should be ready to work from 7 to 4, and the whatever it changes, the company is and then make or break deal. You go to an interview and the employer sees that you're very adaptable person. Although you have skills which are very little skills, or uh, little less skills than the uh, post you are applying for. If the employer sees that he is that you are an adaptable person, in future you're going to level up your game. You're going to learn things and then be you be eligible for the post. Suppose you're a person who knows everything, who has skills, but you're not ready to adapt to the work culture of that particular company, then that person is not going to hire you. This is a very crucial point, actually, which is very true in many cases. More productivity. Companies have seen that when they hire adaptable persons, they have seen more productivity in their work and success in their projects. And then suppose you are a less skilled person, as I said, you even when the company hires you knowing that you're less skilled, you're going to put out more work to fit into the job. This is called as adaptability. called adaptability, which brings you more than you're going to put in more effort than you think of, than you can work off in a day. Suppose that okay, employer has given me a chance to employer has given me a chance to keep up the image like that. You'll be thinking that is called that is the results of adaptability. So this is what the companies need: profits, right? So they'll be looking out for people who are who can put out more work, who can get more success. So adaptable persons can get more success. So how to carry out work when you are a very different ideas, you will see different ways to finish a work. Suppose you have changed yourself, you will know you have succeeded more than the normal employees who are not adaptable to the culture. Now, job requirements. Suppose you're going you may start your career as a engineer or a techie or a mechanical engineer, whatever. At one point you'll be team lead or a manager or somebody who is going to take care of a group of people who will be working under you. That is somewhat a managerial post. At that time you should know that you should be more adaptable, flexible, so that your team won't perform any less. These kind of adaptability skills are more important for the managerial posts than anybody else. As the seniority after manager comes senior manager or other different authorities in the positions of a corporate. As the level goes up, even the adaptability or say responsibilities also gets higher. So the process, when it gets very stricter, we should be very careful with everything while the process of selection is going on. The crucial ways of hiring people or selecting people for the particular position, uh, you're not supposed to make any kind of mistakes. Such kind of people only will get selected, right? So when you're not supposed to make, you should be skilled in every way, and you should be adaptable. Suppose there is one kind of new challenge in mock interview, or in an interview like mock questions. You will be there. What will happen if the company is facing losses, or what will happen if you have a new kind of task in this company? How will you face it? Such kind of questions you will be such kind of questions you should be able to think what will happen. So the people who are adaptable, they're highly valued. They are they are more paid than anybody else. They're more paid than anybody else. They know, and these are the characteristics of people who are more and more adaptable. They will be able to work under pressure. They'll be able to take decisions decisions during the emergencies. Suppose in last week we have discussed about crisis management when the one crisis arrives, what to do. You should know what kind of right decisions to take. There will be a number of decisions available. If it won't lead to the solution, it is utter waste of even working on that kind of decisions. So you should know how to what kind of decisions to make so that it will get us the solution. In if you are this managing a company, were unpredictable situations to face, unpredictable challenges, which you have never thought will come right to you. At that time, you should know that how to overcome this challenge. You should be able to think what kind of outcomes you get if you do this decision. What are the sources of this problem in future? How I can avoid it? Everything you need to make right planning and change of plans. That is called adaptability. Approach new methods to accomplish a task. When there is one kind of task, when there are three ways to do it, you are supposed to choose the about startup or anything. You're going to sources. You should know that you should make sure that you are going to get the most beneficial results are considered of other people's views. So everybody's ideas, suggestions, and their views for development. At that time, you will know different kinds of the different development. It may be helpful. Always you should consider what others people say. You're supposed to listen to them. You're supposed to analyze if it is okay for you to take the decision, or if it is okay to for you to consider their views, and then can physically adjust to the surrounding environment. Every time you go out for a say to get clients. If you think you are running a company, you want clients and their projects. If you finish a task only, they are going to pay you. So at that time, you should know you are going out meeting a client. You should know how to convince them, or they'll be giving you a tough time. Simply they won't give you off their project to for you to work on. They're going to test you. They're going to give you different situations where you're supposed to face it. So you should know that you should know how to face them. You should know how to adapt to your new environment. Or example, you say you're a fresher or a employee in a new company. The environment is first time. Not everybody can get easily adjusted to the situation. At that time, you should wait out. You should try to adjust to the situation. You should try to adapt to the situation, and you should try to make things come out well and positive in nature. You will always be positive if you are looking for the solution. If you are pessimistic, you will be only looking at the problem. So being positive is very important. even if the solution lies right in front of you, you are not going to look at it. So if you are pessimistic, for a pessimistic person, things always seem negative. So being positive is good for your health in the first place, good for people around you, and good for the company, good for your job, and everything. Have confidence in the work they do. When you have a HR round, you don't have confidence on what you're saying. So, she's going to repeat the same question, and even if your answer is right, if you don't have confidence, if you share think this start answering ask the same question twice, now or thrice. Now that you will be thinking like, okay, uh, maybe I have given a wrong answer. Let me change it. See. Let me see if I can answer it in a different way. If you don't have confidence, this is what going to happen. They are going to remove you, thinking, okay, this person has only half knowledge. This person doesn't have good knowledge about any his technical training. People should be able to handle stress. Work environment is usually they'll give you quite a pressure to finish the work. This in daily jobs, you are going to face stressful situations. Even at that kind of situations, you should remain calm, and you should try to balance your work properly. Next point is under stress. Suppose if you lose focus on your stress, and then you can't finish the work in time. What is the use of being stressful when you can't finish the task in time? Are innovative in solving problems. Let's say there is one kind of a problem, and there is a solution ABC. Everybody, natural solution ABC. Everybody is going to tell the solution is ABC, child's play. But creative and most efficient answer will be BCA. Just you should keep that A the other way. This will give you most efficient way. And if others don't think, and if you think of such kind of situations, then you will be looked for, or you'll be hired for the next round. You'll be first hired than the people who have simply answered thinking it is just a easy problem. Suppose if you go to work environment, there will be people of different cultures, there will be people of different degrees, there will be people of different genders and backgrounds, but you people will be doing the same job. At that time, respect other people's culture. Don't make fun of their language, or don't make fun of their accent, or just don't make fun of their so at that time, you should know, you should respect other people's cultures. If anything, try to learn about their culture, try to look for the diversity. You will learn more from different cultures. You will learn more from your own culture too, by having knowledge of every culture possible. You will be more knowledgeable. Now, the subtopic in adaptability is flexibility. What do you mean by flexibility? You would have heard the yoga is a very flexible. Yoga is very flexible exercise or something like that. Aerobics. Now we'll see what flexibility in workplace looks like, or what is the meaning of flexibility. Being flexible uh, in the workplace looks like. What do you mean? Flexibility is willing to give way to the influence of others, not invincible, rigid, or obstinate. This is the dictionary meaning of flexible. You mean flexible means yielding to the people, yielding to the situations or circumstances, being not being rigid, or being able to adapt, you can mold to the situations. Such kind of people are called as flexible. People who can adapt to the situations, or people who, who invite change, people who listen to others views, people who yield to the situations, and who can change things according to the situation. Suppose if there is a meeting at 10 and somebody arrives at 10:05, that person is ready to change the interview at for 10:15, giving that person 5 minutes time. These kind of changing, adapting. Example, there are two companies where company A fixes appointment at 10 o'clock in the morning. Company B says, no, I can't come at 10, I'll be coming at 10:15 or 10:20. So now company A will change the meeting time to 10:30, so that when they arrive, so that when company B arrives at 10:15, let them rest for 10 minutes, and then we'll take interview at 10:30. We'll start a meeting at 10:30. This kind of changes, changing nature is called as flexibility in the workplace. So in this module we'll be discussing about importance of flexibility, and how word flexible is used in the real-time work environment, and how here employer flexible, he's going to lose flexibilities have so open to trend. In the year 2000s, the www.net started booming. This online the whole Google thing, it started increasing, and nobody saw this boom in 1990s. The companies which have or which haven't adapted to the www.net which didn't get online, or which didn't promote their companies online, they ended their business in the 2000s. In 2000s, IT boom was so big, millions of different increased, trade markets increased, share markets increased. This boom was something very unexpected in the last 2 centuries in the corporate world. But there were few companies who didn't adapt to the online culture, who didn't promote their companies, who didn't think it would last for a long time. These online businesses will last for a long time. But the irony is that those who didn't adapt lost their company. They didn't see any trade markup, or they didn't see any profits in the coming 2000s or 2010s, and now they lost their jobs. People who adapted to the online culture, they profited more. Like even Facebook, they profited more. Example, Facebook or Google or many other online companies. Especially Google, which started in 2000. So you should always be open to the trends. You should be inviting new ideas. Be ready to adapt to the changes which are about to come, and take on the new challenges. You should take chances every time. The situations won't be the same. You should be open minded, open to the new changes, challenges. At that time only you will grow, your company grows, you will have more and more profits. Not rigid in thoughts. This is exactly opposite of what being open minded means. Suppose you have rigid thoughts, and you are not ready to take up new ideas, or you only follow like whatever you think is right, without listening to others views, or without considering their views. At that time you're going to lose market, because every time situations are changing, every time situations are always different. uh, every time the stock market changes, shareholders will be profited. How? So when you're rigid in thoughts, you won't people won't come to you with new ideas, people won't tell you new ideas. So not being rigid in thoughts will help you, will approach you with new ideas, will approach you with new thoughts, new ideas for development and everything. So workplace flexibility skills allows for pushing through changes that are inevitable. Change is inevitable. As in, you are going to have, you are going to face changes. This cannot be changed. That is called as inevitable. That is called that is the main appreciation. As I said, Okay, think you are working in a startup. A startup will be of less resources and more work, which will give you great platform. Uh, when you have in your company, why you say you are working as a developer, software developer. At that time, one day, your company is hiring new freshers, but then in your company, HR is absent on HR is on leave on that day. At that time, company head will say, the CEO will say, you go hire people, as you're a developer, you will know what kind of people to choose. You are on that day, you will be having double responsibilities, finishing your job first and then hiring new freshers who fit to the company. This is very like a small example. At that time, you should know taking different roles is also important. Taking different responsibilities is something which you have to face in work environment. Adjusting to the situations, adjusting to the situations, these people can easily adjust to the situations they encounter. Adaptable people can easily adjust to the situations. Adaptability is nothing, changing your game according to the situation. So when you are adaptable, there is nothing which you can't stop, or which you can't face. You don't have such kind of situations. And when you are adjustable, you will know what to do, how to do, and when to do things, how to complete. And people will believe, okay, trust you with all the projects. People will trust you with the work of for you to do alone. Suppose you sure going to be stressful, yeah, cause stress to the people who have hired you. And you're not going to benefit, neither is the company going to benefit. So when you're able to adjust to the situations, employers will show interest in hiring you. So suppose you say you are the person who won't adjust to the situations, even if you are skilled, people are not going to hire you. Effective problem solving. When you are adaptable to the situations, you might have faced many situations. If you are adaptable, uh, force them to take the call for making changes within their system or attitude. They seem to be effective in finding solutions to problems. So there will be certain challenges where time will be limiting, and you are supposed to take decisions in a very limited number of time. In these kind of crucial situations, you should know that. Hmm, you should know that what kind of solution to take, what kind of solution is more approachable, or what is the way to solve this problem. You will know when you have faced different kind of situations. When you are adaptable, you will know problem solving methods. uh, in case of any kind of problems, you will know where to look for, what is the source, how to prevent, sometimes how to prevent this kind of bad situations. You will know if you are flexible, able to negotiate. Negotiating is very important, nature, while you are getting hired. Example, the company asks for what is your expectations, or what is your salary, what was your previous salary, how much are you expecting now. Now you should be able to negotiate. Suppose they're going to tell 3 lakh a package. And you will be like, no, I want more. Yeah, I know, I want 5 lakh package. They are going to negotiate. No, we can't give 5 lakhs package. At this time you should know where to stop, till where to negotiate, till where you can reduce your like can reduce the bargain. At that you can't reduce it too much. When you want hike, you're supposed to ask how much you think you are deserving, how much you think you want. And employers will see if it is bad negotiation, you will not be hired, you'll be kicked out without any benefits, or without the job. Suppose if you negotiate too much, because with one salary, what you are expecting, they can give employment to two other people. So they're going to think you should know where to stop negotiating, where to negotiate even more. Work under pressure. Work is stressful. You will be this is everyday's uh, work, especially in corporate world. At that time, waking up 6 in the morning, starting work 7 in the at 7, getting home at 7, and still working. Sometimes it happens. Such kind of situations, it will make you stressful. Example, you have a lot of work, a week's work in 2 days you're supposed to complete, or a week's work in 3 days, where third day you have to take leave, or something like this way, in very limited number. Or you think you, for the amount they're paying me, I'm working a lot more than what they're paying me. All these kind of situations will cause you stress. You should know how to handle stress, or how to work under pressure. You should be quite adjusting, or you should quite adapt yourself to work under pressurized situations, which will increase your chances of being hired. Suppose you have suppose you have a situation where you're not skilled enough, but you have the ability to work under pressure, stressful situation. Then you should stressful situations, then you should know that employers are going to hire you than those people who have skills but can't work under stressful situations. Ability to listen. First thing in success is that you have the ability to listen to people. That is more and more important. You should be open minded. You should be open. Uh, Important skill in communication is listening. First is listening. uh, One who has the ability to listen, or one who is willing to listen, such kind of person will get, suppose you have different uh, a problem, different solutions. How do you get different solutions? If you don't listen to the people, or if you don't like communicate with the people, if you don't tell them, okay, come with the ideas, come with the solutions, come with the projects. If you don't listen to them, they are not going to come to you with ideas. They are not going to make any new solutions. So first thing is that you should be able to listen. You should carefully listen to the people around you. Able to communicate. Same thing. Communication is a two-way traffic, right? You listen, you tell. One comes with an idea which is not efficiently successful. So at that time, You should know how. There is an act of telling them that okay, you should reject them in a positive way. You cannot tell them like this is very awkward planning. You don't have proper planning, go away. You can't tell people like that. You should be quite encouraging when you're rejecting a project which may not be much successful in the future. At that time, you should do it in a very smooth way. That is communication. You should also be ready to say no. You should also be ready to ready to take up challenging ideas. For this, you should, when you improvise the plan, or you will be telling people like, okay, this will be successful, but then you should be, uh, but then you should be able to uh, make few changes. If you tell them, you listen to their plan and you tell them what problems are, like loopholes are in the plan, so that you can be successful. Acknowledging others views. So you should acknowledge others views, as in you should consider their views while changing the situation, while facing the situation. And then you will know what kind of uh, uh, problems you have. And suppose there is a person who sees a challenge, upcoming challenge, which hasn't yet uh, changed the situation, which hasn't yet faced by the a brewing challenge, we'll say, uh, which is not problematic now but can be problematic in the future. So at that time, you're going to warn the company. So somebody should be there to consider the view. If you don't consider the view, you are going to face the challenge. If you don't work it out properly, you are going to collapse under the challenge. Allowing expanding. When you have a company profitable, then you will be expanding the company. While you are expanding the company, hiring new people will happen, and then training them. New big projects you'll be taking care of, and many different things you'll be doing. So at that time, flexibility should be the key here. Changing the situations, and changing according to the situations, expanding. Sometimes you will hire less skilled people. At that time, you should know how to train them, deal with them, able to learn. When you will grow as a person when you are able to learn. There is no different way. Able to learn as a new skill sets, how to deal with people, how to manage the company, how to work in the stressful environment and everything. Balancing work and family. Family, we being Indians, family is given a lot of importance. If you work only a job and you don't see family's happiness, family members happiness, then you just simply become machines. So you should know that family is as important as your job, if not more important. You are working so that you take care of your family, you take care of yourself, right? Of course, career matters. Even family also matters, because we are not machines. We are humans, where we have emotional quotient and everything. So family is important. So you should know how to balance between work and family, where one bad situation won't affect the other. So you have a stressful work day, go home, yell at somebody, some family. Such kind of things should never happen. You should take care of it that way. More productivity. The attribute of being flexible allows person to handle tasks. Okay, if you're flexible, employer is going to give you different kinds of tasks, expecting you to do more work, where he's going to uh, change your position, like give you promotions and everything. uh, those people who are flexible will give us more productivity. Optimistic. You should always be optimistic in nature. don't change that. Positive nature is always appreciated. If you're positive, if you are positive, always smiling, you get to make friends, you get to see, you get to talk to people. If you are simply, you are a person who is always crying, or who is always yelling at people, such kind of nobody will approach such kind of people. No, he is not optimistic. Diversity valued, as I said before, people will be of different graduates, or different religion, different family background or financial background. Don't make fun of anybody. Respect everybody's cultures, respect everybody in your workplace. Even the companies are seeing people with different backgrounds, so that they'll bring different views, different assets to the company. People are also hiring based on the cultural different cultural background, based on diversity, so that people, we will know where to like uh, what kind of positive things people can get from diversified background cultures. Use a different way of approach. When one person, say everybody is walking, everybody is walking vertically. If one person sees things in a different way and start working horizontally, where efficiency is more, people are going to see the person who is working horizontally, which is more efficient, and they are going to hire such kind of people. People who can think differently. Accommodate job rotation. As I said, you will be given different roles in the same job. You should be ready to accept it without complaining or whining about it. Oh no, no, I'm not going to do this, it is not in my job description. If you say like that, company is not going to look at you with all the appreciations. They are going to try to kick you out as soon as possible because you are not flexible enough. Show confidence. As whatever you do, even if it is 2 rupees work, show confidence. Don't show overconfidence. Just okay, this is my work, this is what I have done. If you have confidence, they are going to tell you how to change it, how to make it better. If you don't have confidence, they'll be like, okay, this is the best work you can do, go away. If you have confidence, they are going to encourage you. Scheduling. Sometimes you have to overwork, sometimes it's okay, you can, your work will be finished in 6 hours, so you should know, so at that time you should be ready for a different work schedule. And make sure you keep up your schedule. Suppose if they say 9 to 6 work, come before, like exactly at 9. Don't come at 10, or don't come at 11 and think he or she is going to praise you. Able to transcend as in to get through a level, or to face a situation, like a very confident person. It's willingness to transcend, that a person is considered to be flexible. So, to face a challenge, if you are flexible, what they're saying is that okay, you can face a challenge. But value added tasks like problem solving requires input from individuals. Suppose you have everything, but you are not willing to work, that is not flexibility, and companies are not going to hire you. Advantages and applications of this training. So in everyday work environment, you can apply this. When you're starting a company, you can apply this, because being adaptable and flexible is the basic natures in the corporate world. If you are not adaptable, flexible, you are not going to survive for a long time. So thank you. Today I'll be ending session now. Uh, Thank you for listening today. Uh, 1 minute. Uh, Okay, so I have posted two links. One is attendance link and one is review link. You should fill both the forms. And thank you for listening today. And I'll be back if possible next week or in the next session. And hope you will be having a good day. Bye.